Hey guys, today I'll be answering this question of is it a good idea to turn your maladaptive daydreaming to a hobby? I saw this, I think it was on Instagram. Like someone was telling people that actually the best thing to do with your maladaptive daydreaming is to turn it to a hobby. By turning it to a hobby here, I mean, I think someone is saying that turn it as something you enjoy or something you use it for your free time. While it may look like a very good advice because you enjoy the pleasures of the imaginary world, you enjoy creating these scenarios in your head, you enjoy building these storylines, so why not turn it as something else you enjoy? Yes, in itself actually there's no problem with using it as something you enjoy, but the problem is you are already addicted to it. It's like turning alcohol, which you're addicted to it, to something you enjoy. Of course, it doesn't really work. You need to really work on the aspect why you are addicted to it. Once you overcome that, now is when you'll have choice, because you engage in a hobby, but the hobby doesn't become your addiction. Because you can choose not to do it or you can choose to do it. The moment that hobby becomes an addiction or becomes a distraction from your real life, that's where the problem begins. So you can turn it to a hobby, you can turn it to anything else, but as long as you are not using it as a distraction. So turning it to a hobby doesn't mean that you are improving the quality of your life. And in fact, you may just be lying to yourself that this thing is a hobby while it is having negative effect in your life. So it doesn't matter the hobby you are engaging in, as long as this hobby is not used as an escape. That's the keyword, as an escape from real life. Then there's no problem. But if this hobby is used as an escape, it will mean that the hobby will also become an addiction, and that means that the daydreaming can become an addiction. And as a maladaptive daydreamer, you cannot just switch and turn it to a hobby. No, the only way you can turn it to a hobby is now working on the issues which are fueling this addiction. Once you really work on the issues which are fueling the addiction, it will mean that you'll go back to how the daydreaming was before you started using it as a, before it became addictive or maladaptive. Or you can now just become a normal daydreamer. It's more like working with underlying issues gives you the choice to use your daydreaming as you wish. But when you don't work on the underlying issues, you don't have much choice, because the mind is sticking to this coping mechanism to protect you. Once you deal with the things the mind is protecting you from seeing, of course you can turn it to a hobby. You can use it for your own writing, or you can just use it to draw, to paint, or to do anything you want, but you'll be now having control of it. That's what healing is all about. Not turning it to a hobby or consciously trying to turn it to a hobby or calling it a hobby so that you cannot really see the negative effect. No, it's just about taking back control by working on the underlying issues that lead to this addictive behavior.